My exasperation with this show knows no limits. And I really am flirting with the idea of leaving this review with a simple phrase and ending the video. Don't waste your time. The temptation is real, however, I'm going to power through. And I could do 10 videos on this episode alone. And I could be your encyclopedia to Star Trek. But I'm not an encyclopedia. I'm not a walking encyclopedia. My knowledge on the original series is limited at best. And I am no Robert Meyer Burnett. But I can talk about this episode. I don't want to talk about this episode. I want to forget this episode ever happened. And focus on episodes that did this premise a hell of a lot better. But before I do, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here and you are enjoying this content. However, this episode I did not enjoy. And the reason I didn't enjoy it is because this, as I said, this premise has been done before and done a lot better. Secondly, it's mean-spirited parodying of the origins of Star Trek. Thirdly, it's poorly written. It's really poorly written. To be fair, it makes Glass Onion and Knives Out look like masterpieces. And it is massively contrived, as you come to expect from New Trek. So, La'an's testing out new holodeck technology that's not new because it's the holodeck that's pulled directly from the Enterprise D. And you might think that's canon breaking. But it's not, because they intelligently memory hold the holodeck at the end of the episode, like they did the Starship Discovery. They just stuck it in a vault and said, no, we ain't touching that, it's too dangerous. I'm not even close to fucking joking at this point. That's what they did with the holodeck technology. La'an's meant to test the holodeck and push it to its limits. So she creates a program based on some novels that she used to read, detective novels and whodunit novels. And in this story, there's a fictional science fiction show called The Last Frontier, which is just Star Trek. It's a Star Trek parody. It's a piss take. We all remember Galaxy Quest, the way that sort of took the piss out of Star Trek, but did it in kind of a loving way. It was almost a tribute to Star Trek, and it was very real. It didn't feel mean-spirited when they did it in Galaxy Quest. This does feel mean-spirited and tremendously narcissistic. And if you're writing for an intelligently written show like Star Trek, and you can't reach that level of intelligence, you're naturally going to try and bring Star Trek down to your level, and then claim that the fans are the problem. Because we don't understand what Star Trek is. We didn't get the memo on Star Trek. La'an's testing this holodeck out. The holodeck safety protocols don't work. Yada, yada, yada. Seen it all before. If you want a detailed breakdown of this episode, go and look at other videos on YouTube. I'm not going to do that here. I'm really not, because I'm so tired of breaking this bullshit down to the point I end up not making sense. This episode is incredibly derivative, and it derives from elementary Dear Data. It's the same fucking premise as Elementary Dear Data. It's just got Strange New Worlds twist with a few changes here and there. But it is that. It's Elementary Dear Data. La'an gives some command to the computer to give her a rival in the story that matches her, that rivals her. It's just Elementary Dear Data. They take the piss out of Star Trek, incredibly so, in this episode, and it felt mean-spirited. It felt like a mockery of Star Trek, and that's what they tend to do a lot of. What they think is a loving tribute, it just doesn't come off that way. The cast, you can clearly tell, are having a time of their lives, especially Paul Wesley mocking Bill Shatner's acting, and again, it just feels like it's coming from a bad place, a negative place. The episode, to be fair, you just don't watch this episode. Just go and watch Elementary Dear Data, and you'll have an idea of where this episode was going. I really don't think I can ever get my time back. And it's not just the time watching the episode, it's the time making this review. This episode is not worth the bandwidth required to watch it. It's genuinely not, and it's par for the course with Strange New Worlds. There's a lot more that I could go into, but I'm just not going to bother. There's no point. There's seriously no point. If you feel like punishing yourself, go and watch this episode. If you feel like watching this episode but better told, go and watch Elementary Dear Data. And hell, do Ship in a Bottle as well, because those will give you a hell of a lot more satisfaction than this absolute derivative drivel. It's shit trek. It's shit trek. It's nothing like the Star Trek you knew. And I can't really say much more about it than that. I could go on an epic rant, one of my epic tirades, about why this show sucks the fucking balls out of everything. Strange New Worlds, when it first started, I was a little bit skeptical. I'd been burned off the back of Picard season 2, but I thought it had a lot of potential, and there was some decent episodes, at least decent enough episodes of Star Trek. New Trek. There were some decent episodes of New Trek in the first series of Strange New Worlds, and then it went off a cliff in season 2, and now it's going even further off that cliff in season 3. It's a complete derivative mess. There's no originality. There's nothing there worth watching with this show. This episode's left me feeling kind of hollow, and I think I'm going to go watch some decent Star Trek as a palate cleanser for this bullshit. And it was bullshit, by the way. That's all I've got to say on this episode. Just avoid it. Don't watch it. It's a complete and utter bullshit of a mess. It's awful. Avoid like the plague. If you like what I do here, then please hit that subscribe button for more. Hit the like button if you like the video. And next week's video will be a little bit later. It'll be closer to the back end of the weekend, as I'm taking some well-earned time off with the family. Until the next video, you look after yourselves, you look after one another. Don't watch this episode. It's a complete waste of time. Take care of yourselves and each other. Ta-ta for now.
I need the silence, stop the violence of the war in my head. Time's the healer, the eraser of all done and said. And as I fall back to my shelter, I know I'll